All right, today we are going to break down everything you need to know to find the absolute best dog trainer for you and your furry friend right here in Starkville. Just picture it for a second. A nice, relaxed walk down Main Street, maybe hanging out on a patio in the Cotton District, or just a chill stroll near the MSU campus, without all the pulling and barking. That's what we're aiming for, right? It's all about getting your dog ready to be a happy and confident companion for all your Starkville adventures.
Okay, first things first. Let's get a handle on the different training methods and program types that are out there. Knowing what your options are is really the first step to making a great choice for your dog.
So you're going to hear this term a lot, positive reinforcement. And for good reason. It's pretty much the gold standard for modern, effective, and humane training. Basically, instead of punishing your dog for getting it wrong, you reward them for getting it right. This makes learning fun for them and really builds a solid bond of trust between you two.
So how is this training actually delivered? Well, the two big ones you'll see are group classes and private lessons. Group classes are awesome for getting your dog used to other dogs and people, plus they're usually a bit more affordable. On the flip side, private lessons give you that one-on-one attention. They're perfect if you're dealing with something specific, like your dog getting way too excited or nervous, or maybe dashing out the front door every time the bell rings.
Beyond those two, there are a few other options you might run into. In-home training is fantastic because the trainer comes to you and sees the behaviors right where they happen, like, say, jumping on the kitchen counter. Board and train programs are really intensive, where your dog stays with the trainer for a bit. And then there's day training, which is a nice middle ground where your dog gets professional help during the day and comes home to you at night.
Okay, so you've got an idea of the what and the how. Now for the who. How do you actually find and pick a qualified professional? Let's walk through the steps to properly vet a trainer.
Now, you might see a bunch of letters after a trainer's name, and they really do mean something. Certifications like CPDTK or KPA-CTP show that a trainer has put in the work, passed some tough exams, and is serious about keeping their skills up to date. And if you're dealing with more serious issues like major fear or aggression, a credential like IAABC-CDBC from a behavior consultant is a really good sign of advanced expertise.
So when you find a trainer you're interested in, that first conversation is so important. But what exactly should you be asking to make sure they're the right person for the job? Here's a little checklist to have in your back pocket. First, make sure their philosophy aligns with that positive reinforcement we talked about. Ask about their certifications. Be super clear about your own goals. Is it just a calm walk or handling game day crowds? Then, make sure you understand the plan they suggest, how you'll track progress, and, of course, get the full breakdown of costs. A real pro will have no problem answering all of this.
Okay, let's bring it all home to Starkville. What can you expect to pay for training around here, and what are the local rules every dog owner should know?
Let's talk budget. Now, training costs can definitely vary, but this gives you a pretty good ballpark for our area. A 6-week group class, for example, is usually going to run you somewhere between $120 and $220. A single private lesson is more in the $70 to $120 range. A good tip is to always ask about packages, since they can often save you some money in the long run.
And being a great dog owner here in Starkville also means knowing the local rules. The big one is the city's leash law. Unless you're in a designated dog park, your dog needs to be on a leash in public. Also, Mississippi state law requires a current rabies vaccine for all dogs. And it's good to know that, excessive barking can actually become a formal nuisance issue. Good training helps with all of these, by the way.
Okay, now for the really fun part. You've started training, so where in Starkville can you go to practice all these awesome new skills in the real world?
Moncrief Park Dog Park is your go-to spot for this. It's the perfect place to work on things like off-leash recall, coming when called in a safe, fenced-in area. It's a great way for your dog to learn to listen to you even when there are fun distractions around.
Here's a great spot if you're working on loose leash walking, the trails at MSU North Farm. It tends to be a lot calmer than the main campus, which gives you and your dog a chance to really focus without getting overwhelmed.
And when you're ready for a bigger challenge, the Starkville Community Market is a fantastic training ground. You can work on having your dog settle down calmly while you're surrounded by all the new people, interesting smells, and general hustle and bustle. It's an amazing test of their public manners.
And this quote really says it all. It's so true. Training isn't just about stopping bad habits, it's about giving your dog the skills they need to be a confident, happy part of our town. It just makes life better for everyone. A well-trained dog just makes your life easier in so many ways. It makes a difference when you have guests over and they're not getting jumped on, or when you can just enjoy a simple, peaceful walk around your block. So good luck on your training journey. It's one of the best things you can do for you and your dog.